Jamal sat in his middle school classroom, excited about today's discussion on careers. His teacher, Mr. Reynolds, had asked everyone to share what their parents did for a living. "My dad is an engineer at SpaceX," Jamal said proudly. The room went silent for a moment before laughter broke out. Mr. Reynolds chuckled, shaking his head. "All right, Jamal, let's be serious," he said, smirking. "We all know not everyone's parents work at places like SpaceX." Jamal's face turned red as some classmates giggled. "But I'm not lying," he insisted. Mr. Reynolds sighed. "Jamal, it's okay to dream big, but let's stick to the truth." Jamal clenched his fists under the desk, his heart pounding. He wanted to argue, but he knew it wouldn't help. Instead, he took out his phone and sent a quick text to his dad. Minutes later, a firm knock echoed through the classroom. Mr. Reynolds frowned and opened the door. Standing there, wearing a sleek SpaceX jacket with an official ID badge, was Dr. Marcus Williams, Jamal's father. The room fell dead silent. "Good afternoon," Dr. Williams said in a deep, authoritative voice. He walked inside, his presence commanding respect. "I heard there was some confusion about my son's statement," Mr. Reynolds stammered. We were just discussing careers. And, Dr. Williams smiled, but his eyes held an unmistakable intensity. "I work as a lead aerospace engineer at SpaceX. I've helped design rockets that go into orbit." So, yes, my son was telling the truth. Jamal sat up straighter, watching the shock spread across Mr. Reynolds' face. One student whispered, "Whoa, that's crazy." Another asked, "Wait, so you actually work on rockets?" Dr. Williams turned to the class. "Yes. And I want all of you to know that talent and intelligence have no color. The next time someone tells you their dream, or what their family has accomplished, don't assume they're lying, especially because of how they look." Mr. Reynolds' face burned with embarrassment. I apologize, Jamal." Dr. Williams nodded. "I hope this is a lesson in humility and respect." Then, turning to his son, he placed a hand on his shoulder. "I'm proud of you for standing by the truth." The bell rang, but the class sat still, absorbing the moment. Jamal walked out with his father, head held high. That day, the entire school learned an unforgettable lesson. Never judge a book by its cover, because sometimes the truth is more extraordinary than fiction.